Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our technical analysis of oil and natural gas. We've been bouncing sideways in oil, just in that little pattern behind me, moving sideways. A little bit of a down day today. So let's get into the charts, give you my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. So there it is, we're bouncing sideways, up, 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 up. And that's what I've got. I just put this in here and said, we're probably going to go sideways for a little while and then eventually move higher. A little bit of a sell-off today in natural gas. You can see I put in my little down move, and hopefully we have an up move tomorrow. This is very heavily weather dependent, and we're supposed to be getting some cold weather coming up at some point. We'll see how it impacts natural gas. It'll probably move on up soon. SM Energy, a small down day today. That's what I like to see. A little bit more volume, though. Like to see the small down day. Let's zoom in on this. This is a daily candlestick pattern. You can see that we're just kind of bouncing around here, finding some support at this green blob of a neckline. CDEV, a little bit of a down day today, 4.44% lower. A little bit more volume there. That's the 1 year. If you zoom in, you can kind of see that we're just bouncing, coming into this support line. We've got lower highs coming down, and we've got this support line here, and hopefully we can move on higher at some point. I'm just waiting. Here is Crew Energy. We've got this little flag pattern developing. Looks like it's breaking down. We could do a little bit of a back test here potentially. We'll see if it breaks down a little bit more. If it does, I mean, I'd be a buyer down here for sure. CPE. This is Callon Petroleum, big picture view, shoulder, head, shoulder. Zooming in on it, there's that shoulder, head, shoulder. And we're on the right-hand shoulder, still scribing all out the shoulder. Athabasca bounced off of its resistance line up here of what could be a shoulder, head, and then we're putting in a shoulder here. So maybe we got a little bit of a shoulder action going on. Looking at recap for Reconnaissance Energy Africa, a little bit of that's an up day today. There we go, a little bit of an up day, and we're just kind of rolling sideways at the moment. Northern Oil and Gas up 3.5%. I put this descending wedge pattern in. It looks pretty good. Looks like we're in the pattern, and all we have to do is break out of it. CPG, Crescent Point Energy, inverted head and shoulders pattern. Zooming on the right-hand side, we have pulled back below the pattern at the moment and trying to find some support and direction. We've been just flopping sideways all over the place. Grand Tierra Energy also flopping sideways, but we are on the upside of this channel, so that looks, not too bad. Tellurian, a little bit below its breakout here to the downside. We'll see if this holds and rockets higher or not. But again, guys, I'm not doing anything for my shares. I'm just leaving them in there. Pedevco looks like it's trying to break. It might be breaking to the downside here, trying to break out. We'll see. Oasis down uptrend line. We're just chilling, going sideways on it. We did break to the downside of this trend line though, and did a back test. So we could see lower prices if oil goes lower. But the positive thing here is oil went lower today, and we had an up day in this stock. So that's showing me strength. Here's Comstock Resources looking quite strong today. Hopefully we can get a move higher here. SD Energy rocking sideways. Momentum downward, sideways, and now we're just waiting for the buyers to step in. Tetra Technologies downward, sideways, and now the buyers are stepping in. I bet you we're going to see a potential move higher soon in Tetra Technologies. Looking at Rig. Rig's been moving sideways, not much action going on there. That one also has an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Looking at Helix Energy Solutions Group, descending wedge pattern. It was up a little bit today, and hopefully we can break this downtrend line soon. And this one, Surge Energy, is rubbing up on its support line. the lower support line here, and that's where we're at right now. And this one is Tamarack Valley Energy. It was down today, and we've been bouncing off this resistance support area, I should say resistance area of the upper downtrend line. So that's what I have for oil and natural gas. I feel like they're in a holding pattern, just waiting for this tax loss stuff to get through. And then I think eventually we'll resume, probably in an upward fashion. If we have that much inflation out there, what oil follows, and I'll pull this up real quick, the 10-year yield. Oil likes to follow the 10-year yield higher. We've gone sideways, and this right here on the right side, if we do like a 1-year chart, we'll do a 5-year chart. Oil probably strengthened August of 2020, and we had this nice move higher. Oil likes higher rates. It almost validates that the inflation is there and that money's rotating into oil. So that's the move here, April 2020. And then we can see it kind of roll over here. That's October of 2021. We go to our 10-year rate, October of 2021, you can see the rates come back down. So they're very highly linked. Higher yields usually means higher oil prices. And what drives yields? I'll put a clip together. I've already released it for today's release. And you can see how all these correlate with PPI, CPI, interest rates. And I think oil is going to, move higher. That's my opinion. And I think interest rates are going to move higher with it. So they're all interconnected and correlated together. Inflation's correlated with oil, and interest rates are correlated with inflation. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.